Hey everyone, it's Dr. Jen, board certified pediatrician and parenting expert. And today I want to talk to you about why I do not make New Year's resolutions and really why I think you shouldn't either. So let me just take a step back and explain that to you. So we're at the beginning of the year. Happy New Year to everyone. But everyone, think about your family, your friends, even yourself making New Year's resolutions. Have you kept them before? Does it really happen? How about your friends and family? How many really kept those big, tremendous resolutions that they made? And if you think about it, probably not that many people. Why? Because, as I said, they're so big, they're really like biting off more than you can chew, and it often makes you feel then like you can't do it and you just give up so easily. So that's why I don't like to make these big, lofty New Year's resolutions, but there are things you can do instead. These big resolutions are things I'm talking about, like losing 20 pounds, some people tell me, or exercising every day, even quit smoking cold turkey. So they're great, right? They're great things to do for your health and lifestyle. But when you have such big ideas and resolutions, often without a plan, then it can backfire and sometimes make it worse, right? So then people give up and then they end up eating more, and then they're embarrassed because they made this big resolution with their friends. So then they just forget about it, and then sort of life goes on. So if you really want to make changes and healthy lifestyle changes that stick, you really want to make small changes at a time. So I've got some tips here that will really help you with positive, healthy changes for your life over the year. So first of all, to start with, I'm going to say you can start any day, right? Don't wait till the first of the month. It doesn't have to be New Year's, January 1st. It could be any time in the middle of the month, the end of the month. Just start, right? So you decide which day that you want to start and you just start. I think that's one of the key, most important things. Don't wait for a specific time. No time like the present. Secondly, I'm going to say don't announce it to the world. It's really between you and yourself, right? So when you announce it to the world, again, that could be intimidating and overwhelming. And then if you sort of aren't able to attain it, you kind of just don't think about it anymore. And then you forget about that goal. So instead, it's important to announce it to yourself, not to the world. Maybe even write it down so you have it there on paper, but you don't have to involve everyone. It's something that you're doing to improve and change the quality of your own life. Third, you want to compare yourself to your previous or your former self and not to others, right? Everyone has different issues or concerns going on. Some people, again, I'm just using weight loss or eating healthy as a sample, but everyone has their different reasons for doing things. Everyone does things at their own speed. So you don't want to compare to other people because, again, that can be very frustrating. That can be really overwhelming too. So you just want to compare to what you were doing before to see those small positive changes. Also, you really want to make sure that you set yourself up for success. And this is probably the most key thing that I'm going to say. It's these small, obtainable steps. You really have to make small steps and then add to them. So for example, instead of saying, I want to lose 20 pounds this year, why don't you think about some healthy options or changes that you can make, that you can implement right away. So for example, maybe it's bringing your lunch to work. So if you pack and bring your lunch to work, you're probably going to eat healthier. We know that you are going to probably have less calories as well than if you went out and you bought something for lunch. You know exactly what you put on it. And it's a much healthier option when you cook or bring food in containers for lunch yourself, or even things like giving up 1 can of soda a day. So you want to start with things that are attainable. Even doing a little more exercise. It doesn't have to be every day, but maybe increasing it 1 more time a week or doing some more walking. So for example, I park about 15 blocks away from my office. So therefore I have to walk there and walk back every time in the morning and then in the evening as well too. So these little things that you can do that continually add on. And once you start to do 1 or 2, then you add another one and another one. And that's the best way. So having these small steps that you can obtain is really, really important. And that will help you meet those really, really big goals. But you want to make small ones that you can continue on. And again, if you're having problems and you're seeing that whichever goal you made, even if it is something like trying to go to bed half an hour earlier, and that you can't do that, you know what? then you need to change the goal. So change the goal to 15 minutes earlier. And then when that's achievable, then do 20 minutes. And so you can get a little bit more sleep that way too. So again, you always have to be thinking and changing and making small goals that are attainable. It's the way to change your overall lifestyle and health. Again, another tip is to be consistent. Consistency is key. So the more and more you do something, it goes into what we call like muscle memory, right? So you don't even have to think about it anymore. It just becomes part of your daily routine. And when that occurs, then again, you can add on other changes that you want to make. Because you remember, it takes between 30 to 60 days to really make something stick. So you have to stick with it yourself. So being consistent and persistent is really the way for you and to get your children as well, continuing on healthy habits. It just becomes part of the nature of your family and what you do. So you want to build in that muscle memory and be consistent. It's really key, and it will really make a difference with you and your family. And one last thing I want to tell you is boring is good. That's my last tip. We always try to make all these exciting and exotic foods and fancy, and it has to look great for kids and be exciting for them to eat. Well, a lot of the research actually shows that boring is okay. So if there's something that you or your child likes to eat for breakfast, if it's a healthy option that has protein, some healthy fats in it, it's low in processed sugars and carbs, then that's okay. If they want to eat it every single day, it's okay. We know that runners or athletes often eat the same thing over and over. And again, it just becomes part of their daily routine. And so there's more things that you can build into your routine daily that are healthy, the better it is, the easier it is. And again, it just incorporates it into your lifestyle. So don't make big resolutions. Pick a few small changes that you want to make. Do it for yourself, and you'll see positivity. You'll feel better about yourself, and you'll see as you come towards the end of the year, more and more you'll make those giant goals that you want. But don't start off the year with big resolutions because that's a setup for failure, and I want you to succeed. So questions, comments, let me know. I'm here to help you, Dr. Jen, and have a great day.